You're trying to say that entitlements, I'm not entitled to my entitlements.
No,
I am entitled to my entitlements.
Liberals laugh and joke over being entitled to their entitlements. I'm Brian Lilly with TheRebel.media. We all know that liberals are entitled to their entitlements. I mean, that whole phrase, that was made famous by David Dingwall, former Chrétien-era cabinet minister, over expense claims he made for chiclets and other sundries that didn't sit well with the Canadian people. But did you know that when liberals claim things that conservatives got in trouble for, it doesn't matter? That's the response, essentially, from Marie-Claude Bibeau. She's the International Development Minister. Funny. That's the same portfolio as a certain conservative minister who got in trouble for claiming a $16 glass of orange juice while on a trip to London, England. Things can be expensive when you travel, but it's bad if conservatives do it, good if liberals do it. What am I talking about? Well, one member of Bibeau's staff on the trip to New York that saw Justin Trudeau claim that Canada wanted its seat back on the United Nations Security Council, one of the staff members for Minister Bibeau claimed a $17 juice. That's right. It's gone up. It's not a $16 juice anymore. It's a $17 juice. But don't worry. It's okay. Now, in reality, as Andrew Lawton explained here the other day, the $17 juice, that's a minor item. We've got thousands upon thousands of dollars for cars to shuttle people around. Essentially, the limousine services that got Bavoda in trouble as well. The Liberals were guilty of that. And as you'll hear in this question, based off of our ATIP, asked by Blaine Calkins in the House of Commons, there's other problems as well, including $35,000 for travel, $5,000 for tips and gratuities. The juice is just part of it. But then Minister Bibeau stands up to answer and simply laughs it all off.
Liberals believe they're entitled to their entitlements. Always. We know that a 3-day trip to New York cost taxpayers over $160,000. So far, we see $35,000 spent on transportation, $5,000 on tips and gratuities, a $2,000 fuel surcharge, and someone even claimed a $17 glass of juice. So, Madam Speaker, how can Liberals continue to defend this type of out-of-control spending?
The Honourable Minister.
Madame la Présidente.
Madam Speaker, we're talking here about a lunch in New York in a healthy bistro called Jamba Juice. So, when I see that my colleague doesn't have more important questions than that to ask us in this very important question period, I conclude that we're doing an excellent job.
There you have it. It is okay for Liberals to do it, not only for the Liberal government now, but for the media as well. Where's the follow-up? Where's the outrage over this? Where are the never-ending stories about this ridiculous $17 juice? We looked up what Jamba Juice was. This guy was going for a smoothie, and he paid through the nose for it while in Manhattan, except he stuck you with the bill. Apparently that's really bad if a conservative does it, but it's okay if a Liberal does it, because after all, Canada is back. The juice is a minor, trivial matter. The $161,000 for a couple of days in New York, that's the bigger issue. A huge entourage, ridiculous spending amounts on tips, on flower arrangements, on transportation, things that could have been handled much better. This is the real problem with the Liberals. They are not looking after the pennies, never mind the pounds. They are not looking after your money. They're just making sure they spend it so that they look good, so that they feel good, because after all, as I said at the beginning, they're Liberals and they're entitled to their entitlements as long as you're paying.
Thanks for watching. Click here to never miss a Rebel update. Want even more of The Rebel? Well, click here to become a premium member.